Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good evening to everyone. So today I'll be presenting the assignment 1 for business mathematics with subject code AMT20103. So let's move to the question of this assignment, which is we will be covering the functions and linear functions and also quadratic functions. So based on the question given by the lecturer, for the task 1, using my creativity, I need to choose my own coordinate A, B, C, and D, and need to answer the following questions. So for the point A, B, C, and D, I have selected randomly based on each quadratic. So, sorry, I mean quadrant, for quadrant, which is quadrant 1, will be in a point A with 2 positive coordinate, and for point B is in quadrant 2, which the x exists in negative and y is in positive. So for quadrant 3, will be point C, which is both x and y exist will be in negative. And D point is quadrant 4, our last coordinate, which is one of the x coordinate must be positive, and the y coordinate will be, y point will be in negative. So let's move on to question A. State the relation between the line passing through the points A, B, and C, D, whether parallel, perpendicular, or neither. So based on the calculation formula, y2 plus y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So that's where we get the slope, which is -2/5. And for point CD, will be using the same formula, which is y2 minus the y1, and then x2 minus x1. So how actually do we decide which one is the y2 and which one is the y1? Actually, we can see from the points itself. So the one that comes later will be the y2, the second number. So we will be using point B as our two figures and point A as our one figure. Sorry, excuse me. So since the slope of point AB and point CD with times is equal to -8/35, which is not equal to -1. So the slope AB and CD is neither parallel nor perpendicular. So the next question is find the intercept of the straight lines AB and CD. So intercept AB is equal to y equal to mx plus c, which is we can replace by the whichever point that we want. So let's say we take point A. So we need to replace the y, this one, and then using the slope, which is m equal to the slope, and then replace the x, which is 2 coordinate point A, and then plus c. So we are trying to get the c here. C is the intercept. So with the calculation, we will get the c equal to 24/5. So for this equation, we can calculate the intercept AB coordinate by using the equation AB method, which is we complete the intercept which is y equal to mx plus c, and this is the c that we calculate just now. So y-intercept is 0x. So x-intercept will be y-intercept at 0. So by replacing this unknown, we can calculate the x coordinate. So intercept AB will be on coordinate 12, 0. So the same goes for intercept CD. We are still using the same formula to calculate, which is y equal to mx plus c. And then we need to reply by one of the coordinate of c, either d. So I have selected coordinate c if I'm not mistaken. Yes, coordinate c. So let's move on by replacing the x and y coordinate into the equation. We will get the c equal to -30/7. And to calculate the intercept coordinate, we need to use the equation method, same like just now. So equation CD, we include the c just now that we have calculated, which is y equal to -4/x, which is the m slope, and x is the one that we need to replace later, and this is our c. So our y-intercept will equal to x equal to 0, and this is our y, which is here, y-intercept. And on the other hand, x-intercept is equal to y-intercept equal to 0, because in the graph we can see that x will be intercept with y when the y-intercept is 0. So we'll be touching the x-axis. And then by replacing this formula, x equal to 0, then we will get the x coordinate, which is the -30/4. So intercept CD will be at -15/2 y0. So the next question is how we want to calculate the magnitude for line AB and magnitude for line CD. So for the formula, D equal to square root of x to the power of 2, and sorry, my bad. X2 minus x1 to the power root of 2 plus y2 minus y1 to the power of 2. So the magnitude we can find for AB, we replace using the coordinate that we found, we state just now, and then the answer will be square root 29. On the other hand, for the coordinate for magnitude line CD, using the same coordinate just now, we just replace in this formula stated, and then on the tariff calculation we will get square root 65 here. After we set up here the power of 2, and then we square root at the last, and we will have square root 65. And for question D, we need to find the equation of straight line that is parallel to AB and passing through point -2, 9 as stated in the assignment question. So parallel is equal to same slope. So meaning that this -2, 9 have the same slope with AB. So we need to find, just now we have found out the slope of AB is -2/5. So we just include here in the question straight away, which is we just need to replace using the same method as intercept just now, which is the y equal to mx plus c, and then we just replace the y figure, and then x, and then plus c, and then we will get the c amount, which is 41/5. after we do the equation here. And then the equation will just go, after we have found out the C, we can replace the Y equal to -2/5, which is the mx plus 41/5. And then E. Moving on to the next question, which is E, find the equation of straight line that is perpendicular to CD and passing through point 5, -4. Perpendicular. So perpendicular meaning that it won't be the same slope, will be crossing through, and then it will be a negative reciprocal, which is a twist from this one. So this is positive, negative, and we need to twist the denomination of this fraction. So it will become -4/7. So we just replace using the same formula as above, y equal to mx plus c. And then we include the y figure here, and then replace the x. And then we just need to find out the c after we have removed the unknown. And c will be -51/4. So the equation will be just include the c that we have calculated just now. Y equal to 7/4 times by x minus by the c intercept, which is 51/4. Moving on to our last question, which is we need to find out the intersection point for line AB and CD. So with the equation AB and equation CD, we will know that this is our equation for our intersection. So to remove the fraction of this figure, we need to multiply by 35. How do I get the 35? We just remove this one times by 5. So multiply this 35 to eliminate all the fractions. Once we have removed the fraction, we can see clearly that our unknown is only the x. So now we just have to calculate how much is our x. So our x is -53. Once we have the x figure, we already got the answer because we can use the same formula with just now, y equal to mx plus c. And c is we already know what is c here. So why we can get 26. So the intersection point for line AB and CD is -53 and 26. So our last question will be on the topic of break-even point. So ABC company will produce a new product next month. The production cost will be estimated at 400 ringgit per unit, and its monthly fixed cost will be 25,000. So the manager decided to sell it at 950 per unit. Find the break-even point. So how to calculate the break-even point is we have to calculate the formula using the formula below, which is the fixed cost, which is already stated in the question. And then we need to find out what is the contribution margin. So by finding the sales price per unit minus the variable cost per unit, then we will get the contribution. And then it is already stated in the question. So we just need to replace this formula. 25,000 is the fixed cost, and then 950 is the sales price per unit. And then 400 is the production cost. So 25,000 divided by 550, and then we will get the answer as 45.45 units. Since it is a units, we cannot just tell the production to produce half of it, so we need to round it up. So minimum we will get is 46. So in conclusions, ABC company will need to produce 46 units to meet the break-even point. So that's all from myself. Thank you so much.